It's not about aging. It's about rejuvenating and getting and staying strong.
Sunlight on your skin. Of course, we talk a lot about sunlight. I've made whole videos on sunlight, how it works with sleep, how sleep is super important, all that good stuff. But today, sometimes you just got to take a step back. We live in such a crazy world where, I don't even know how to say this. There are statistics on getting, sun on your skin, but there are specific statistics about getting sun on your sack. And I don't quite know how to say this in a politically correct or scientific manner, although it's as simple as exposing the skin on your testes to sunlight. And that is apparently supposed to boost testosterone up to 200%, human growth hormone, all that good stuff. So I'm not going to say I'm some kind of freaky perv that sits out here by the pool and just sort of like tries to let the sun hit his skin, let's just say, in a certain region. But I'm thinking about giving it a shot because there's no one ever out here, especially when the sun's up, uh, which is great. But that's just food for thought. It's just a consideration. It's actually been almost 2 3 weeks on carnivore for me now, and it's regulated a little bit more. I wouldn't say I feel like I have all the crazy energy that I had on keto. I would say I'm a little lethargic still in the morning, but all the gastrointestinal issues have sort of gone away, and it's a little more regular. I don't feel hungry as much, but when I do feel hungry, I feel crazy hungry. I don't eat as much, but I seem to be getting enough protein. So I also added in eggs. I don't know if that skews the experiment or what, or if it's still part of the experiment, but we'll see how that goes. And we're going to talk a little bit about supplements today, not like pills so much, just certain whole foods and things that I'll take every day in order to sort of maintain everything from a good gut microbiome to, you know, a, a body environment that's difficult for parasites to just having, certain vitamins and minerals and things available for general health.
Welcome back to the Timeless Body Project. We've been hitting on so many elements related to health, rejuvenation, and longevity, which is really what it's all about. Ageless body, timeless mind concept. It isn't so much what you put in your body, it's what you don't put in your body. But today we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the supplements or methods that I use to try to keep things balanced. A little bit of history. September, year 2000, Andy Reid's Eagles with Donovan McNabb go into Texas Stadium. It's 109 degrees, right? 130 degrees on the field, but they don't put water in their water bottles, right? By the way, the Eagles whooped Dallas 41-14 on the opening game of that season because they were drinking pickle juice. That is known as the pickle juice game. And if you're wondering what's up with pickle juice, well, I mean, pickling brine, it's usually a very good salt, a touch of apple cider vinegar or any kind of vinegar. And we pickle garlic. But when you drink this pickle juice, oh my goodness, you can't do it on an empty stomach first thing in the morning because we pickle them with these. And just one of these bad boys in here makes it so incredibly spicy that as if drinking highly salted brine water with apple cider vinegar and hot chili pepper wasn't enough. Well, that'll clean you out. But the reason why we do garlic and pickle garlic is because you want to eat garlic raw. But the problem with eating garlic raw is pretty obvious, right? But once you pickle it, it sort of takes a bunch of that edge off, but it still gives your body the qualities from the garlic, right? Especially the anti-parasitic. So we drink pickle juice and eat pickled garlic. A lot of lemon juice, right? It's one of the only fruits that I kind of eat nowadays. But when it also comes to things like fluoride, oh my goodness, I'm not going to get into whether you should or should not be taking fluoride. I mean, personally, I don't believe it belongs in any products. It's technically classified as a neurotoxin, but let's just talk about toothpaste. So when it comes to toothpaste, I don't use regular toothpaste. I use baking soda and usually extra virgin coconut oil. I'll do a lot of like swishing. They call it swishing, where you irrigate your gums with the extra virgin coconut oil. And you can see this is congealed, right? That's how you know it's the good stuff. You mix that with a little baking soda and even hydrogen peroxide. So I'll mix hydrogen peroxide and baking soda. I'll mix virgin coconut oil and baking soda, and that's all I use to brush my teeth. And I haven't had dental problems in 15 years, and I did. So, I mean, good supplements, other supplements are good. You know, you want your magnesium, you want to take it with zinc, right? I'm a big proponent of creatine. You know, I think it's a wonderful supplement, not only for muscle building and maintenance, but for mental acuity. And they're saying now there's all kinds of long term uh, benefits for memory. And when it comes to just every day, like onions, ginger, garlic, like we're consuming that all the time. I keep saying it boils down to a lot of little things done consistently, right? You want to be on a schedule. That means wake up around the same time, go to sleep around the same time, get sunshine first thing in the morning, uh, hold off on consuming caffeine in the morning, even hold off on consuming food in the morning. Wake up, get some hydrating fluid, right? A little bit of water, a little bit of salt, a little bit of lemon juice. There may be days where you're just stuck in front of a computer for 8 or 10 hours. You just don't have the option, right? So set an alarm, get up, once an hour, do 10 or 20 body weight squats, do 10 or 20 push-ups, take a walk, focus your eyes across the room. When I say take a walk, I mean, get up, walk across the room, walk back, like just something, right? Obviously movement is king. The body is not made to sit around and stare at a computer 10 hours a day. The other monster, right? Castor oil. You may have heard the stories, at least we did growing up. Oh my God, no way am I drinking castor oil. But believe it or not, I kind of like the taste of it. And this stuff is just magnificent. Like you can do your research on castor oil, and obviously, old wives' tales, midwives' tales. Like we've been given this to kids and adults for all kinds of things for hundreds of years. You want the pure stuff, right? You want the glass bottle stuff. And this is actually the only skincare routine that I use. Just, smear a little castor oil on the face and, of course, the beard, before going to bed at night. And that's literally all it takes. When it comes to sunscreen, absolutely not. Again, extra virgin coconut oil. So, just some things to keep in mind. Definitely take a look at some of the other videos in this series talking about what has been working for me to go from basically fat to fantastic. You might not think I'm fantastic, but I certainly feel it. And compared to what I looked like 10 years ago, I'm definitely looking it. Take a look at this Whole Foods recipe.
Simple dish, actually two bulbs of garlic and a full root of ginger all chopped up. Take some bok choy, and these are the chili leaves. I eat the stems, believe it or not, but the girls don't like it, so I'm just going to strip the leaves. The sauce is easy. Take a little bit of curry paste, a little bit of this red chili paste, bowl with some water, mix it up. I add that after everything has been sauteed down. Just mix it up. When I get ready to saute this ginger and garlic, I'm going to add a bit of curry powder, a bit of cumin powder, some garlic powder. I actually saute it in virgin coconut oil because I like the tropical sort of coconutty taste once it combines with the ginger. Saute the ginger and garlic. Add in the greens. Mix that around a little bit. I'll add a splash of the sauce. Now I'll add either the chicken, the fish, the beef, whatever I'm cooking with the dish. I'll get this stirred in, add the rest of the sauce, and let it cook down. Simmer on low heat.
and it'll be done in like 5 or 10 minutes.